Good afternoon, parents. I'm Sharon Fisher, principal at Stettler Elementary School, and this is Kate Sison, who we are thrilled to have back as our vice principal at the school. We're coming to you this afternoon to share some important information about the startup of school. First of all, we understand that this is a very, very stressful time. We have more questions than answers, and I know you have more questions than answers as well. But we want you to know that our number one priority is safety. So we want to keep things as normal as possible. We are looking very, very forward to having the students back in the building. We're excited about hearing their playful voices, hearing the laughter in the hallways and on the playground. That's something that we've missed for quite a while. But in keeping with safety, there will be some changes and some compromises that need to be made. So things will look slightly different.
So letting you know about a few things that we've made some changes to improve safety and increase safety. One of those things is we've got the kids into cohorts. So they're in their homeroom as a cohort, but also they are in a school-wide cohort. And that is the cohort that they will do their recesses with. So recesses are staggered, and you will be getting your child's timetable, which will be specific to their cohorts. You know when their lunch is and when their recess is. They'll visit their lockers with their homeroom cohort, and we have made sure that only 2 classes per grade are in the hall at the same time and that they're separated so that they're not in close contact with the other class that's visiting their locker at the same time. We also have sanitizer all over the place. We have it at the entrances of every classroom and the entrances to the building, every single entrance. So the kids will be sanitizing when they need to be. And speaking of the bathrooms, the bathroom breaks have been staggered as well. So there's only one class per grade visiting the bathroom at a specific time. But of course, if your child needs to use the washroom at a different time that's their structured or scheduled time, that will remain the same. They raise their hand, ask to go to the bathroom, and that'll be no problem. And we have a daytime caretaker, which is different from years in the past. So we will have somebody here wiping those high frequent touch spots, the handles, the bathrooms, and those kinds of things. And finally, some new signage, and we'll be sharing some more about that, but there will be some enter only, exit only, some directional stuff, walk this way. So the children will be seeing some new signs in the school as well.
And that sounds a little bit overwhelming, but we're going to have a staggered start at the beginning of the year. So from August 31st to September 3rd, on each of those days, Monday through Thursday, only 25% of the students will be coming. So each classroom will only have 4 or 5 students in it. That will allow the teachers to go over some of the differences, practice the sanitizing, following those directional signs, those sorts of things. So we ask that you please bring your school supplies on that day. That also allows the students to put their things away with fewer students in the classroom. And then on September 4th, that will be the official first day of school, where all students will be coming to school together. We have worked it so that siblings are together on those staggered start days. And your teacher will contact you next week to let you know what day you will be attending. And that should be helpful on that front.
And we are also going to create a bit of a student-friendly video that will sort of give a peek into what this school is going to look like and just how they'll get off the bus, what they'll do when they get in the school, and just how a few things are going to look slightly different, but remembering we're always trying to keep things as normal as they were with these few little changes. So that will come out next week, and we hope that you'll let your students and children at home watch that, and there'll be a little fun involved with that too.
Because we're fun.
That's right.
Did you want to mention checking out the links?
Yes, with that with that video, we'll send out kind of a doc that has some helpful links on it, and you can just click on those links to read through, and it'll just have a plethora of information, and hopefully that can just help to ease a lot of those anxieties and nerves and questions that you have as well.
And one of those documents is going to be about the use of masks. So what we know at this time is that students in grades 4 to 6 will be required to wear masks in public areas, so the hallways, those sorts of things, unless there's a medical reason and they can't. And if that's the case, just contact the school and we can make those arrangements. And students in kindergarten to grade 3, they are not required to wear masks at all. Mostly. If you're a parent who wants their child to wear a mask, please contact the child's teacher so that they're aware of that and they can help ensure that children are wearing the masks. When I say mostly, not at all, those sorts of things, I am thinking, and this is information that'll come out later, but we may move to a point where masks are required if they're going to be singing in music class or something. So in those cases, we might ask that all students have a mask. Just a few recommendations leading up to the school year, particularly for those students grade 4 to 6. Maybe practice putting on the masks, wearing the mask for a while, taking off the masks. Practice with your children using sanitizers, because that's something that will be different. They will be using sanitizers, like Kate mentioned. There's sanitizers at every classroom, every entrance. So we'll be practicing that hand sanitization a fair bit. Most importantly, though, the most important thing we can share with you is that we are extremely excited to get back to normal. We are nervous. We know families are nervous, our teachers are nervous, but I think once we get back into school and things get started up, some of that we'll set aside. But please know that safety is our priority, and we are looking forward to keeping things as normal as we possibly can, and understanding that there are some anxiety that's out there and here. But we are encouraging you to please watch a video that will be posted on the parent Facebook forum as well as our website on August 26th. Kate and Penny are sharing some strategies for dealing with these stresses. And until next week, when we come to you with the more information about the school, and till then, stay safe, and please call or email if you have any questions. Thank you for joining us.